Hello and welcome all class 9 students. A chapter that was so awaited, like when are you going to bring democracy, ma'am? So here it is. My dear students, welcome on the platform Diksha Vedantu, and this is your assistive faculty Tanvi Ma'am. Just let me know in the live chat option, am I audible? Am I visible? Am I clear to all of you so that we can start the session for the day? Hello and welcome everyone. Good evening to all the students watching me right now. So democracy. Let's talk about the change in the book and let's talk about like how lucky you are that you got the books finally. However, this was a sarcastic statement. So students, finally we got this new SST book on the website of CBSE as NCERT books, right? NCERT textbooks that are official one. So now we are going to study according to that textbook. However, up till now the lectures which are already being uploaded on the channel somewhere have the same context which is available in the new NCERT. So if you are thinking that ma'am, when are you going to bring the new chapters and everything new? Beta, everything is uploaded on the channel already. Okay, so some days back, okay, I can see a student write light. It is STVR light, something like that. Okay, so some days back, beta, the chapter in detail with description is uploaded on the same platform. Today we are going to practice the important questions from the chapter democracy. In just 5 minutes, I will give you a brief about what the chapter is all about. So beta, last year also you have this chapter, what is democracy, why democracy? It starts with the description of what actually is democracy. So democracy comes from a Greek word demos plus kratia. Demos means people, demos means rules and kratia means people. So hence we can call it as a rule of people. We know by Loktantra, the democratic system in which the leaders are chosen by its people. Okay, in the democracy we have to understand about different things like types of democratic system, right? There are the different types of democratic system in the modern democracies as well. We need to understand about what are the features of Indian democracy and all that in this particular chapter. So be ready. With the help of MCQs, we are going to understand each concept in detail. Okay, are you guys ready? One rule, everyone will be answering the MCQs answer. We will see who is correct and who is not. Do not worry about that, ma'am, my answer will be wrong or something like that. But nobody knows the actual detail right now. You all are in the same stage. So we are proceeding with the very first question of the day. Are you guys ready, yaar? Where is your energy? No one is responding to the chat options. What happened? So let's keep our energy high for the entire session that is going to be for 1 hour. And here I am with the very first question of the day, assuming that you are going to answer them all. First question, that is, India's constitution was adopted on 26 November 1949 and came into force on. Now, a good question on your way in front of your screen with the option A, 15th August 1947, B, 26th of January 1950, C, that is 26th of November 1950, or it's D, that is 2nd of October 1950. So yes, this is basically the first paragraph of the chapter which tells us that India is the largest democratic country in the world in terms of its size, in terms of its population. And hence, we have written the constitution for India. However, the constitution was adopted. The preamble itself says that by India, that is Bharat shall be union of states. That is article 1. The preamble itself says that we do hereby adopt and enact the Indian constitution on which day? 26th of November. But when did it came into force? And here I got the answer at least. Someone kept my... Santosh is here. Memi Craft World. Wow, great name is someone is here. So beta, okay, you are answering it as B. Great. 26th of January, that is 1950. There is a story behind it. I don't know you guys know that or not. I will tell you. So basically what happened, our constitution started to be framed in 1946. From 1946, I'm not going to share you the exact dates and the year because the questions are there, right? So it started to be made in 1946 and it was completed in 26th of November 1949. Okay. Okay, it was, which we can say, adopted in the month of November. But do you know it was not implemented on the same date? As you guys are aware, giving me the answer that ma'am, it came into force on 26th of January sorry, it's not 46 by, I can make them, how can I make this mistake? It's 1949 and this is 1950. So why? The question is why? The question is why? By why, as it was made in November, why did we not bring it in force in the same date? Beta, because there is a history regarding that I am going to tell you. What happened in 1929? Pay attention, very, very important. 1929, what happened? There was a session of Indian National Congress at Lahore. Okay, there was a session of Indian National Congress at Lahore where we Indians and the group of Indian National Congress decided that we want Purna Swaraj. Now it's so much done by the Britishers. What do we want? Complete independence. Jawaharlal Nehru was leading this Indian National Congress at that time. He decided, he even hosted the national flag on the bank of river Ravi, and it was decided the last Saturday or something, Sunday, I don't know, when everyone was available on that day, we will come together, meet and celebrate that day as the Independence Day. Okay, so that we are demanding for Purna Swaraj by Britishers, and that date was 26th of January 1932. Hence to keep the relevance of this date in history, when Constitution was made in 26th of November, we forced it in, or we bring it in force on 26th of January 1950. Okay, so I hope bacha this is clear to you. And here Manisha Chirag, hello ma'am, hello beta, how are you? This was the first question. Hope everything is clear. Moving to the next one, everyone will answer this. Good evening beta, good evening. How long did the Constituent Assembly take to draft the Constitution of India? So it took a long time to draft the constitution of the largest democratic country in the world. Okay, what is that time frame? 1 year 11 months, 2 year 11 month 18 days, 3 year 6 month, 2 year 6 month. Think about it. Suresh is here. Hi Suresh, I'm very good beta. Hope you are also doing great. Now your books books are released by CBSE and we should now focus on studies, right? In case you guys need any help in your class 9th preparation, your teacher is here. Okay, get it bacha? Chalo, tell me the answer. Ma'am, you are the best teacher. Oh, thank you Manisha, thank you for this compliment. So are you watching my videos of class 9th, is it? Great. Chalo, tell me the answer to this question in front of you, beta. We started making Indian Constitution in 1946. Okay, so after the proposal of Cabinet Mission Plan, it was like adopted that we will make the Constitution for India. It was in 1946, and the correct answer, as you guys are not giving me, I will tell you, it's 2 years, 11 months and 18 days. So basically the time taken to complete the Constitution is 2 years, 11 months and 18 days, and it was like completely prepared and signed on 26th of November 1949. This date is known as date of adoption. What it is known as? This is known as date of adoption for the Indian Constitution. However, the date of enactment, or what we can say, the date when, like here it was written, pay attention to this, the date on which it came into force. Okay, so date on which it came into force, that is known as 26th of January 1950. Since then we are celebrating Republic Day on the same day. Okay, great. Yes ma'am. Chalo, very nice Manisha, at least someone is watching them. Okay, by the way, I have seen a lot of comments by you. Thank you very much for praising that. And okay, low voice, is it target boarding fan class is saying low voice? Is it some issue facing by every students, or just he or she needs to refreshes? Chaliye, third question of the day. Who was the chairman of the drafting commission of the Constitution of India? Very, very easy. Who was the chairman of the drafting commission of the Constitution of India? Was it Jawaharlal Nehru? Was it Dr. Rajendra Prasad, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, or Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel? What do you think? Who was the Question is, who was the chairman of the drafting commission? Now here the answer is Nitin Kushal is answering. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Ma'am, Manisha is saying that no ma'am, voice is clear. Okay, bacha, please refresh it once now. Everyone have no issue with the voice. I think there is something from your side, and I'm getting your answers. Who is answering? B. Acha, B it is na. Santosh. I just saw D and I was like amazed. What is this? So yes, C is the correct answer. That is Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Let me tell you, beta, when the constitution was about to made, na, so what was done, they just divided the work among different committees. That one committee will be drafting the constitution, one committee will be looking on the state affairs. So this is how just they divided the committees, and one among them was drafting the commission. Drafting commission. You know what is drafting? To prepare the final draft of the constitution. Okay, who was made the chairman of this constitution? Drafting committee was B.R. Ambedkar, and hence he is popularly known as father of Indian constitution in India. Okay, I think it's easy. Yeah, this one is easy. This one was very easy. Next is about question number 4. Question number 4. Which ancient assemblies mentioned in Vedic text reflect early collective decision makings in India? So here the Indianized version of NCERT came. Finally, we talk about the ancient assemblies which have democratic principles, which have democratic features within themselves. What are they? Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, then Sabha and Samiti, Cabinet and Council, Gram Panchayat or Zilla Parishad. Now if you read the chapter, as I am just hoping that you did, because why I'm just hoping that, because bacha, books came, and previously also even the lecture has been made by me already. So previously you were having certain sources. I'm getting your answers as B. Who is thinking? Nitin is thinking D, Gram Panchayat and Jala Parishad. No, quite wrong. So the correct answer here is Sabha and Samiti. Let me tell you, beta, what happened na? In ancient time, right? In ancient time, we got a text of Vedic text. Rig Ved, Sam Ved, Yajur Ved, Atharva Ved. Now what happened at that time? Pay attention. The people were initially hunters and gatherers. Okay, they were hunters and gatherers. Now later, what happened? They learned an art of farming. So for farming, now they have to settle. Initially, when they settle, they form tribal assemblies. Okay, tribal assemblies to look for the law and order and the people around them. So there's small tribal assemblies were formed. Later on, these tribal assemblies grow, and here formed were Mahajanpads, or larger kingdoms, what we can say. Larger kingdoms and the territories. In that larger kingdoms and territories, initially we have find that the ruler was sometimes, like Vajji was a kingdom in which it was a republic kingdom. People choose the ruler. However, if it is not even chosen by the people, then we had Sabha and Samiti. Now what is Sabha and Samiti, beta? So, Sabha was particularly group of elders. What was Sabha? Sabha was particularly group of elders which used to advise the kings before taking the decision. If I talk about Samiti, Samiti was also the group of rich people like big peasants and businessmen in the society which were having a say in the decision making of the ruler. So yes, Sabha and Samiti, Sabha, Samiti, Vidhata. Even you know that in the early Vedic society, okay, pay attention to this. In the early Vedic society, even women were participating in the Sabha and Samiti. However, in the later Vedic, it dropped the participation of women, and the what we can say egalitarian status in the society dropped day by day. So hence the correct answer to this question is B, that Sabha and Samiti. Next question, that is fifth question of the day. Okay, the Buddha Samghas, okay, the Buddha, Bodha needs Buddha. The Buddha Samghas reflected democratic traditions because their members could. Now, so Buddha Sanghas is basically the compilation of text which tells us about the democratic features. Why? It talks about the members because they rule as independent kings first. Choose their leader and decide by voting. Avoid all debates and discussions. Inherit positions by birth. What do you think? So here we got a lot of knowledge about democratic principles from Buddha Sanghas, right? Sanghas basically it is about the king, okay, about the king ruling the territory. So they are asking you the situation of people in this territory, right? Were they being ruled as independent kings? Were they choosing the leader and decide by voting? Avoid all debates and discussions, inherit positions by birth. What do you think? Think about it. It seems to be a critical question, but it is actually the easiest one. B is the answer. Okay, Manisha, Santosh Kumar again with B. And yes, so I am getting your answers as B. Let me tell you, beta, the Buddha Sanghas, basically Buddha. Gautam Buddha was born in Lumbini, Nepal, and after his death, there was a new religion that was started in India around the principles he taught to the world, and that was Buddhism. So what was Buddha Sanghas? They were a group of monks following Buddhism. So when the group of monks were there, they wrote something, and they wrote about the republics found during this time. The republic kingdoms found during this time, where the people choose their leaders and it was decided by vote. And hence B option is there. Why are we studying this here? Beta, we are studying this here because the chapter is democracy, and the Greek world or the Roman world always claimed that the democratic principle was introduced by them, or USA claimed that I was the first democratic country in the world. So we are telling them, we as India has a history, has a past during the Vedic culture where the leaders were chosen by the people. Clear to you? Great. Chalo. Next question, sixth question of the day. That is Article 368 of the Constitution provides that. For now, what is this by Ma'am? From where article came and we are not aware about that? Think about it. Let's just judge what it talks about, because here some details are given in your chapter. Is it about fundamental right? Is it about amendment to the Constitution, the declaration of emergency, or the reservation of the seats for women? This question is about the Article 368 of Indian Constitution. What does it talks about? Anyone? B. All answers are B. Is it? What is happening to this PDF? So Article 368 of Indian Constitution provides for fundamental rights? No. Let me tell you, for fundamental rights, article starts from 12 to 32. Okay. Amendment to the Constitution. So you guys are correct. This is Article 368. To the students watching me right now, what is amendment by? So, bacha, we have a constitution for India, popularly known as Indian Constitution. What is constitution if someone don't know? So, it is the book of rules. The book of rule by which, according to which, a nation is being ruled. The governments are being told that by this is the way you have to work. Okay, the rights given to the people in this constitution, the duties told to the people in this constitution, so that government cannot take the advantage of the citizens of India. Everything, this rule of book is written and it is known as Indian Constitution. But in case, see, you know that, Acha, do you know one strange thing? This Indian Constitution is known as a living document. Right? It is known as what? A living document. By why do you think that the book is living? Beta, it is living document because in India, there are a lot of changes going on in the society. Right? For example, not everything is same in the country right now. We are paying GST, which not exist before. Sometimes we are paying, there are a lot of changes introduced. How come the changes came? So for that changes, we have to do what? Amendment in the Constitution. And that is known as what? Changes in the Constitution amendment that comes from Article 368. You know, there is a portion in NCERT regarding the emergency provisions also. The emergency that was applied by Indira Gandhi, and here the article is 352. ठीक है, reservation of the seats, so it have lot of articles. I'm not going to talk about particular one. Moving to the next question. I hope that this is clear. And the question is, the idea that the ultimate source of power lies with the people is known as. Again the easy question, bhai. Again the easy question. A, rule of law, popular sovereignty, federalism, or separation of powers. Thank you fam for making videos my class test on Monday. Deepika is here. Thank you Deepika for writing this on comment beta. Ma'am, my answer is correct. Thank you Manisha. You're doing good beta. Very good, very good. Why I am saying thank you to you, by the way. Again, B. Arey, all question answers are coming B. I am irritated. Why didn't I check? Didn't replaced it. So, acha, the idea that ultimate source of power lies with the people is known as, beta. If I tell you that if you go and read the preamble na, you will get actually the essence of Indian Constitution, because there they speaks that we the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, democratic, republic, secular country. Now here comes a word that is sovereign. Now what is sovereign beta? Sovereign means where all the power, ठीक है, who is the ultimate power now? Who is the ultimate power? So the people are the ultimate power, because the first line of the constitution is we the people of India. So who is the source of power, bachcha? People is the source of power. Remember this. Why we have written this? Because who was sovereign in India? The British crown. Before that, who was sovereign in India? The Mughal emperors. Now we say that no one is sovereign. We the people are sovereign. Okay, so it becomes popular sovereignty. Okay, clear to this? Very good. Ma'am, I need the chapter 1. Preeti, chapter 1 is also uploaded, Peta. Understanding Social Science. You can go and search my videos. You will get it. You will get it. Gargar Rajput, you are best teacher. Thank you, beta. Thank you. Rule of law. I will explain that rule of law to you also. Beta, rule of law here means that, see, now what happens now? Rule of law basically tells us that everyone is equal before the law. सब लोग कानून के आगे बराबर हैं. कहने का मतलब the context here is that beta, what happened now previously, there were different rules for the different communities. Like if I talk about before making the Constitution of India, when Britishers came, we saw Muslim rules, we know Hindu codes, and they were different. However, it existed after Constitution also. But the point here is, if anyone is doing any criminal work, then everyone will be equal before the law. Okay, so here it is equality before the law. And if you do a crime or if you do anything wrong which is according to the law, then you will be like given the punishment for once for that crime. Okay, it is not like your company is giving punishment, High Court is giving punishment, Supreme Court is giving a punishment separately. No, so everyone will be equal before the law. Is it clear, beta? Okay, please do live, Deepika. Yes, I'm doing live, bacha, I'm doing live. So once in a week for class 9th, for sure your SST teacher will be there on live. We are making plans. We will be giving you one dedicated day. We will be telling you one dedicated day for the entire year, and I will present on that day anyhow. Okay, so do not worry about that. Ma'am, what is federalism? Okay, somewhere here is a word federalism. Okay, very good question. Beta, federalism is a concept in the forms of government in which powers are divided, right? Powers are divided. Now, from where to where powers are divided? Powers are divided between the central authority. Pay attention, then I will give you the example. You will understand everything. Powers are divided between central authority to different constituent units. So beta, central authority, what do we have at central? We have central government. Acha, its constituent unit, we have state government for state, and then below we have local government. Don't you think that power is shared from a central authority to its constituent unit? It is. And hence this concept is known as what is federalism. And when I talk about power, separation of power, this is about legislature. Okay? This is about legislature. the body which makes the law. Then here the second one is executive, the body which executes the law. And then we have judiciary, the body which upholds the law. So this is the concept. Okay ma'am, but exam में democracy और chapter 1 early human beginning of civilization आ रहा है, मेरा exam 4th Thursday को है. Okay, it's on 4th of Thursday of this. Beta, everything is uploaded. First chapter, democracy, human civilization, everything is uploaded. Even for these chapters, I went live also. Don't watch the live one. It's like, for better understanding, watch the recorded one first. And then for practice questions, you can come on live. Okay? Ma'am, मैंने batch लिया है वेदांतु का. Okay, great ma'am ये. Chalo, so this is question number 7. Now moving towards question number 8 of the day. You guys keep on answering while I'm teaching. So under universal adult franchise, the right to vote given to every citizen who is, by easiest question, fatafat, quick. And to the person who is spamming right now, you can go and ask this question to someone else, but I'm not going to entertain this right now in my class, okay? Okay. It will just take a second for me to like block these peoples. Why separation of power is important? Beta, separation of power is important so that power do not lie in single hand. Because if power lies in single hand, what happens? Power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. The person will become dictator and there will be no democracy in the country. So let's check who is correct over here. So under universal adult franchise, the right to vote given to every citizen who is 18 years and above. Sometimes beta, this universal adult franchise also comes with the name universal suffrage. So do not get confused. The suffrage word actually means right to vote. So it is the same thing, no difference. Question number 9. No one is above the law and everyone is equal before the law. This best describes which concept I just told you. I just told you right now. See it, try to answer it. No one is above the law and everyone is equal before the law. This best describes the concept of A, that is multi-party system, B, that is popular sovereignty, C, that is rule of law, and D, that is separation of power. दीपिका मैम आपकी आवाज धीरे आ रही है. अरे नहीं भाई, मेरी आवाज बिल्कुल सही आ रही है बेटा. Students are watching it, and if it is, others can also tell me बेटा. आ गया समझ में? Okay, great. Think of, अरे भाई, not all the answers will be B now. Now all the answers will not be B, Deepika. Think about, I just explained the same concept right now. Think. So no one is above the law and everyone is equal before the law. We discussed this for which concept? Is it popular sovereignty? No. In popular sovereignty, we just saw that no one is above the people. So these are the people who are the source of power. Yes, here Manisha is correct, right? Manisha is correct that this concept is rule of law. The concept is what? Rule of law. ठीक है? Yes, ma'am, I can try the questions. Yes, but everyone is trying. Nobody knows everything, right? Try the questions at least. So, no one is above the law and everyone will be equal before the law. This concept is known as rule of law. And yes, that is presently available in the Indian Constitution. Great. Moving to the next one. How many fundamental rights are guaranteed by the Indian Constitution? Bhaiya, being the citizen of India, everyone should know this. And if not, today you are going to learn it by heart. Okay. So how many fundamental rights are guaranteed by the Indian Constitution? A, that is 4. B, that is 5. C, that is 6. Or D, that is 7. Let me see who is the first one, and if in case you know all the 6 names of fundamental rights, just type it quick, fast. Let me see who knows that. So you guys are answering it as C, and someone has 6 also. Great. So is it correct? Yes. Beta, there are 6 fundamental rights in Indian Constitution. Okay? The fundamental right is the basic principle of Indian Constitution, right? So how many number of fundamental rights are there? There are 6 number of fundamental rights in Indian Constitution. Very good. Now, can we name all of them? Anyone? Chalo. First one is here. अरे भाई, first one is here that talks about right to equality. ठीक है, that talks about right to equality, that everyone is equal before the law, no one will be discriminated on the basis of caste, color, creed, race, anything. Okay, now the second one is right to freedom. Okay, the second one is the second one is right to freedom. So the first one is right to equality, the second one is the first one is right to equality, right? So second one is right to freedom. What is the third one? Third one by right to freedom of what? Religion. ठीक है, the third one is right to freedom of religion, like you have the right to follow any religion of your choice. You can practice it, you can propagate it, like spread it with other people, and you can profess it, like teach it with other people too. ठीक है, then we have one more. We have beta cultural and educational right, like cultural and educational right, like you have the right to protect and preserve the culture of your own. You have the right to follow the education system which is of yours, right? Then fifth one is right against exploitation. ठीक है, this is right against exploitation. So against child labor and all the principles are there. And right to constitutional remedies, right to constitutional remedies. You know, this right to constitutional remedies is known as soul of the Indian Constitution or the fundamental rights. Why? Beta, it is known as soul because if anyone, listen, this clause is very important. If anyone takes away the other 5 rights from you, you can directly reach to the Supreme Court, and this is the clause of it. And this is what? The clause of this fundamental right. If anyone takes these fundamental rights from you, you can directly reach to the Supreme Court. This is right to constitutional remedies. So how many fundamental rights are there? 6 in number. ठीक है, अरे वाह यार दीपिका, very good. I am impressed by this. The 6 current fundamental rights along with the articles she mentioned here. Very good. Applause for her. Everyone, you can clap in the chat box for her. This is something very crazy, very good, or you can send emojis out there. Very good, Deepika, because you know that even it took long time to me even remember the articles of the Constitution, but you did it. That's very great. So beta, it starts from article 12 till 32. However, 12 and 13 are the introductory articles. Basically, majorly it starts from article 14. ठीक है, so article 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 talks about what? Equality. Then freedom 19 to 22, against exploitation 23 and 24. Acha, freedom of religion, that is 25 to 28. Then 29 and 30 about cultural and educational rights, and 32 about remedies. Very good. So this is not the level of class 10 beta. What happens now? The level will be increasing day by day. Wait for the level day by day. It will increase. Next question. ठीक है. Question number 11. The right to constitutional remedies is provided under, I just told you, yaar. Just told you this. We will do it quickly. Article A, 14. Article 21, Article 32, or it is Article 46. So, bhai, first of all, this Article 46 is not the part of fundamental right. It goes beyond it in DPSP, Directive Principles, not of our business right now. So, it is the correct answer is C for this question. Why I told you the answer and not waited for you, because we discussed it just now. ठीक है? However, Article 14 talks about right to equality. Right, and here article 21 talks about right to life, right to life with dignity. That is very important. Okay, next question number 12. The powers of government are separated among the legislature, executive, and third one, quick, A, that is media, judiciary, election commission, or civil society. What's it? Media, judiciary, election commission, or civil society. So next question on board. C for the last one you are telling, na? Yes. Okay, let's check the answer for this question. So you guys were lot of students were confused. Someone was saying C, someone was saying B. No. See, so beta, what happens now? Like our body have different organs. We use eyes for seeing, we have limbs for different use, we have stomach for different use, we have liver for different use. So we have different organs in the body. Similarly, we have different organs of government. Okay? We have different organs of government, and this principle is known as separation of powers. Okay, this principle is known as separation of powers. Pay attention to this and remember this. Okay? According to this, the first organ will be legislature. Okay, the first organ will be legislature. Legislature is the body that makes the law. That makes the law. Okay? The second one is executive. The executive, which actually implements or executes the law. So it executes or implements the law. We have the third one, that is judiciary, which was missing in the question, and the judiciary which actually checks or upholds the law. That actually this law making body is working according to the constitution, making law according to the constitution or not. So yes beta, B is the correct answer, not C, right? Talking about election commission, someone was asking, ma'am, actually what is election commission? Beta, election commission is a body that conducts free and fair election. Basically, the work of this group, this commission, is to conduct free, fair, transparent elections for certain like groups, like for the Lok Sabha, then for Rajya Sabha, election for president, okay, then election for vice president. So this body conducts the election, free and fair elections for them. Okay? Is it clear to everyone? Chalo, very good. As well as for legislative assemblies too. Legislative assemblies too. Right? For the state legislative assembly. Next question. No beta. Next question. Okay, which organ of government interprets law and can declare a law unconstitutional? Very easy, but yes, we will discuss about this in detail. Why I put this question? So that you can understand the depth in the concepts too. And I think that you're pretty getting clear all of them. And if not, beta, you can share that too with me. So which organ of government interprets law and can declare a law unconstitutional? Option A, legislature, B, executive, C, judiciary, or D, that is the press. Then I will tell you the correct answer. Deepika is saying A. Manisha is saying C. Okay, Manisha, I get the answer. Now, others, can anyone challenge the answer both of them gave me right now? Anyone who can tell me this? Chalo. So, now, the question is, which organ? Arey bhai, we just saw that there are different organs of the government and the concept is known as separation of powers. So now question is, which organ of government interprets law and can declare a law unconstitutional? By C. A is not the correct answer, beta. Why? Because A, legislature is a body that makes the law. Kanun banana. Here the body includes Lok Sabha plus Rajya Sabha, which is making the law. Okay? They can't make the law or they can't declare a law as unconstitutional. You have to keep that in mind. The second body is interpret the law. Sorry, implement the law. Basically, the body that executes the law. Okay? The body that executes the law. Now, who is that? Now, here, the executive power lies with Prime Minister along with the ministers. The executive power also lies in the hand of President. Now, getting the point? Now, what is actually judiciary doing? Yes, C is the correct answer. What is the correct answer? C. Beta, if the law which is made by the legislature is somewhere not aligning with the constitution, this body is the only body can declare the law as unconstitutional. So what is the work of judiciary? To see whether the constitution is upheld or not. Okay? So yes, judiciary has the right to take away any law which is made by legislature, making or considering it as what? Unconstitutional. Can you now, are you now okay with this? Ma'am, you are really the best teacher for SST now. Babita, thank you. Babita, even I am seeing your comments too. So thank you for that. Even I am replying in some of them also, whichever I am finding it. Thank you for your warm comments. I am very happy seeing them. Okay. So, ma'am, my answer is correct. Very good, yaar. Very good. C is the correct answer. Press is not, because press is not doing anything. Right? Chalo. Next question. That is the Right to Information Act letting citizens seek government information was passed in which year? See the question, right? See the question here. The Right to Information Act letting citizens select government information was passed in which year? 1996, 2005, 2009 or 1951? I am recommending you to my classmates. Oh, glad to know this, yaar. Glad to know that, beta. Thank you for doing a lot for me. Okay, chalo. So the Right to Information RTI Act, yes. So if anyone is not aware about this act, I think people are answering B. Very good. Yes, B is the correct answer. But a Right to Information Act, okay? Right to Information Act is an act which basically provides the right to the citizen to know about the public figures, what they are doing, where they are investing money, to get the details of their work. Okay? And this was implemented in the year 2005. All the students who are answering 5, good. And here it is Nitin, Manisha, Prakash, and very good, very good. Keep the work up, keep the good work up. Now, 15th question. Political parties in India contest elections within the framework of what? So there is a framework made for the election purposes. Again, in the chapter it's included, the points are included over there. Political parties in India contest elections within the framework of what? Within the framework of which law, bhai? Is it RTI, that is Right to Information 2005? Is it Representation of the People's Act 1951? Is it PESA Act of 1996, or it is Article 21A? What do you think? Ma'am, is there any paid batch for Vedantu? Beta, there are a lot of paid batches for Vedantu. But as of, like, on this channel, we don't have, like, if you want the same teachers, we don't have. You can buy any paid batch of Vedantu, but here we don't have, okay? If you want to join Vedantu. Beta, come on live session, enjoy it. But still, if you want the guided sessions, then you can check it on the website of Vedantu, okay? Great. So yes, Representation of the People's Act 1951. So this was again around Right to Information. PESA Act is it's for northeastern part, right? It is something around the scheduled areas. We will talk about them in detail. Article 21A again, right to life and all, right? So B is the correct answer to this question. Representation of the People Act, which tells us how the elections will be conducted. There will be constituencies and all that. Hi, hello to everyone. Stop spamming. Mobile is hanging. Yes, beta Manisha, you can answer in one time. I can see your answer, beta. Don't spam. Okay, next question, that is about Article 46 by. So, come on. Article 46 of the Constitution is specially concerned with the promotion of the interest of whom? Okay, Article 46 of Indian Constitution, of large industrialists, for the weaker sections including SCs and STs, for foreign investors, or for senior government officers. Bhai, bahut easy, so easy questions they are adding right here. Nitin C and Manisha C. Foreign investors, no, why they will add a topic regarding an article for foreign investors in the Constitution? B. This time Deepika is correct, right? This time, very first time, is it Deepika? Not first time, yeah, she is correct. More than that, I was just kidding. So it is regarding the weaker section, including the scheduled caste and scheduled types. So beta, after fundamental rights, there is a section in the Constitution referred as Directive Principles of State Policy, which talks about how to uplift these weaker sections, scheduled caste and scheduled tribes, so that they can also be the part of mainstream society of India. ठीक है. So this was article 46. Next is in the direct democracy citizens. Now there is a topic in our book that is types of democracies, right? I will explain this to you in detail. Types of democracies. Beta, there are two types of democracies. One is direct, okay, and the other one is indirect democracy. ठीक है. Look the question. Think about this, then we will talk. So, in a direct democracy, citizens elect their representatives to govern for them, is it? Directly participate in most of the decision makings, do not take part in the decisions, or are they ruled by the monarch? What do you think? Quick, I want the answers. So, I'm getting the answers by Santosh as B, great, Ashish B, okay, Nitin Kaushal as A. Okay, Nitin, think about it again. The question talks about direct democracy. Direct, not indirect. Answer is B, according to Babita Rani. And Nitin A, Deepika again A. Deepika fall into trap this time. So let me reveal the answer and make you wait over. Beta, are crack this word, yaar. Direct democracy, where people are directly participating in the most decision making things. Now you might be thinking about, ma'am, how can people do that? Right? Let me tell you, bacha. So there are two different types of what? Democracy. One is direct and the other one is indirect. First point is, what do you mean by direct democracy, beta? Direct democracy is a type of democracy in which we the people are directly involved in the decision making. For example, there are 121 crore of people in India. Everyone goes to the parliament daily and take part in the decision making. Do you think this is possible? Arey nahi bhai, ma'am, this is not possible. So, does direct democracy exist in the world, beta? Yes, sometimes it exists in the countries which are so small, but that too not regularly. Like, I will give you example. Here in Switzerland, what happens? Small country with small population, developed one. If there are by chance any decision making which they want the public's interference or the decisions, what they will do? They will conduct a referendum, because see, direct democracy is actually not possible for all the time, but for the some time. So in referendum, what they do, they choose a topic. For example, they want to provide some right to women, so they will put the question in front of public and I will ask that, do you want this or not, yes or no? So if any political decision where the answer is yes or no, we can conduct a referendum and ask to the public. That is known as direct democracy. ठीक है, that is known as बच्चा what? Direct democracy. Clear? However, indirect democracy, now we know 121 crore of Indians cannot go daily and take part in the democracy. Then what happens? We choose our representatives, and those representatives represent us in the making of law making process, and hence it is known as indirect democracy. Get it? So this is the explanation. Yes. Ma'am, can you tell question answers and important for the exams on Monday? Okay, we will discuss about that. Important points. Yes, ma'am. Fine. Important points of democracy, beta. Learn the question, write the detailed features of democracy, learn about direct, indirect democracy, about parliament and presidential form of democracy. Also read about emergency, that box is given, right? Learn about them. This will be so important. Representative democracy is more appropriate. Arey bhai, because that is the one which is possible in the world right now, having such a large population. Okay, clear? Chalo, very good, yaar. Question number 18th of the day. That is, which country is given in the chapter as an example of a direct democracy? Now here is the question. India, Switzerland, USA or Canada? Arey bhai, I am just telling the answers before the next question comes and make a mistake over here. Now the question is, which country is given in the chapter as an explanation to, example to the direct democracy? Book is not available. Why, Deepika, book is not available, beta? Are you guys not able to open the book? Is it the situation, right? Sorry, because I opened the book, downloaded it, and I'm not aware if the problem is being faced by you guys. If it is, please let me know. I will sort that out for you. I'll provide you book in some or another way. Okay, you are giving the answer as B, B, B. Yes, by B. USA nahi, B. Switzerland. I just told you that about referendum system being followed over there. Great. Okay. Next question. India is an example of which type of democracy? Direct, representative, parliamentary, presidential democracy, or constitutional monarchy? India is the example of which of the following democratic system? Who is answering me? Fast, quick. Easy. Arey yaar, all the answers are either B or C, and I am irritated this time. Next time I will work on this. Hi Robot, what a name, my God. Hi Robot, how are you? Good evening. You're little late. That means just before the ending of the live you came. No issues. Babita Rani, stop spamming, bhai. Okay. C is not beta, but the question is, we have a president, right, in India, but we do not follow presidential democracy. Why? Because the president is just the nominal head. Who is the real head in our country? Parliament. That means the executive. Who have the power? Parliament. Why? Because in this parliament, who are they? They are representatives. And who choose the representative? People. Hence, who is powerful? People of India. So, bacha, we follow representative parliamentary democracy. Okay, and the leader of the nation comes from here only. We do not follow presidential democracy because USA is a country which actually follows presidential one. Okay, in our country we follow parliamentary. We have the Parliament of India, which includes two houses, Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, and whenever the country have two houses, that is known as bicameral legislation. Okay, and when the country has one house, do you know what do we call it? We call it unicameral. I hope that knowledge is being added in your mind by all of these things. Okay, chalo, great. Last question of the day. Last question, and then we will end the live. In a presidential democracy such as USA, the executive is, who is the executive? Who is the executive? Why? Executive, you know, who has the power to implement the laws. So, is it the part of legislature, independent of the legislature, selected by the judiciary, or it is headed by the monarch? So, here I am talking about, I hope that this is visible to you, bacha. If not, then let me know. So, here I am telling you that USA is actually the form of government which is presidential form of government. Okay? That means here the power lies with the president. Okay? Which type of power lies with the president? Executive. Now figure out, are these powers are the part of legislature or independent of the legislature, selected by the judiciary or headed by monarch? Acha, I got the answers. Arey beta, this is independent. See, that is the reason we are following parliamentary form of government, in which bache we have Parliament also of India, and then we have President also. Okay? But both of them are responsible to each other, accountable to each other. Right? We know that they are accountable to each other, but here the president has nothing from legislature. They have different rights. The president have different rights. So hence the answer is independent of the legislature. We solved 20 questions today. Any doubt you can ask me, and the questions are still not over, beta. In the description box there is a PDF added. Okay? There is a PDF added. In this PDF, you will get all these questions. Along with that, you will get extra questions too. And in the end, I added the answer key too also, like this. So what you have to do is to download the PDF from the description box. That is the session PDF. Enjoy learning from it. Okay? Ma'am, please bring the live session for chapter Atmosphere and Climate. Babita, okay. Request accepted. We are going to do it. Ma'am, tomorrow any live? No, bye. Please leave me on Sunday. Please don't demand it. Okay? Yeah. I am Nitin from other device. Hi MC Stan. Hi Nitin. Okay, so this was all about for today's live session. I am really overwhelmed by the responses you gave me, and I'm very happy to see you all in the classes. But every time I want this presence so that we can score good marks in class 9. In case you guys have any issues, any doubts, you can even comment in one of my video. Recent one, don't go to the Purani video and comment. Okay? And then you will get everything cleared over there. To the students who are going to have exams, beta, listen, I uploaded all the chapters very nicely explained on the same platform. You just need to watch them, right? Any doubts on that chapter, comment down. I will reply that. Ma'am, can you make more videos of SST, because video in YouTube is from the region where my father is studying in school. Okay, for sure, for sure I will make. What is coercion and eminent? Eminent I'm not clear about. Coercion is basically, beta, coercion, like it is something similar to that of friction. Something similar to that of, array, just a second, what happened? Okay, so it is force that is applied on something. Okay? Forcing someone to do something, that is coercion. Similar is in geography. Please say all the best for exams. All the best to the students who are going to give the exams on Monday. So we are going to meet on the next live session. Until then, you can be watching my videos, strategy videos also, and I'm going to motivate you in some other way too. So meet you soon, bacha. Anything else left? Can I leave the class now? Quick, tell me. Okay, so this PDF also have the answers too, right? If in case you guys are like thinking about the MCQ questions and the answers, you can get it. Thank you, bacha. Okay, when is our like good question, Deepika, by the way? So actually, what we are planning right now is 2 days live for maths, 2 days live for science, and 2 days for SST. And then we will be making for class 9. So I will be giving you the date or day specific detail in the next live for sure. Thank you, ma'am. Your help will be of great importance. Welcome for your kind words, bacha. Thank you to everyone. Stay healthy, study harder. Monday your test is there. Take good time for sleep. Eat good. Do not go out and spend your time eating here and there. Take care. Bye-bye. Good night. I'm saying good night early.